You've probably experienced this before. You sit down for a simple meal. Maybe it's just a small bowl of oatmeal or a slice of toast with some tea. Nothing heavy, nothing greasy. But not long after, you're hit with that uncomfortable fullness. Your stomach feels tight, maybe even distended, and you feel gassy or sluggish. It might even feel like there's a balloon trapped inside your belly, pressing outward with no relief in sight. And if you're over 60, this might be happening more and more often. Now, here's the truth that no one seems to talk about. The cause of your bloating may not be what you think. For years, we've been told to avoid beans, cabbage, dairy, or carbonated drinks. And while these can play a role, the real root of the problem often runs much deeper. In fact, many seniors who experience regular bloating are actually suffering from something that most doctors don't even test for, unless it becomes severe. What if I told you the issue might not be too much gas, but too little stomach acid? Or that your medication, even one as common as a blood pressure pill, could be interfering with your digestive rhythm? That's right. As we age, the body undergoes subtle but significant changes that directly impact how we digest food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste. And when that system gets disrupted, bloating is one of the first signals something's off. So if you've been feeling puffed up, heavy, or just off after meals, keep watching. Because in this video, we're diving deep into the real reasons seniors experience bloating and the surprising steps you can take to feel lighter, healthier, and more in control again. Section 1. What happens to digestion? After 60, as we get older, the body's ability to digest food isn't quite what it used to be. You might be eating the same meals you've enjoyed for years, but suddenly your body responds differently. That's not your imagination. It's a natural consequence of aging. But while it's common, it doesn't have to be your new normal. One of the biggest shifts happens right in your stomach. Normally, the stomach produces hydrochloric acid, which plays a critical role in breaking down food, especially proteins. But after age 60, the production of stomach acid tends to decrease. This condition is known as hypochlorhydria, and it's more widespread than people realize. When acid levels drop, food doesn't break down properly. It lingers in the stomach longer than it should, and that delay causes fermentation, gas buildup, and yes, bloating. At the same time, the muscles in your digestive tract, which help push food through the intestines, can become weaker with age. This means food moves more slowly, digestion becomes sluggish, and the gut becomes a breeding ground for discomfort. It's like a traffic jam in your digestive system, and everything gets backed up. Another piece of the puzzle is the balance of bacteria in your gut, known as your microbiome. Over time, stress, medications, diet changes, and even reduced physical activity can throw this balance off. An imbalanced microbiome not only contributes to bloating, but can also affect mood, immunity, and nutrient absorption. In short, the aging digestive system is slower, less acidic, and more prone to imbalance, all of which set the stage for chronic bloating. But understanding why it happens is the first step to taking back control. Section 2. Are your medications making you bloated? Here's something you might not hear at the pharmacy. Some of the very medications prescribed to help you manage other health conditions could actually be making your digestive issues worse. It's not intentional, of course, but the effects are real and often overlooked. Let's start with one of the most common culprits: antacids and acid reducers. If you've been taking medications like proton pump inhibitors or H2 blockers for heartburn or acid reflux, they might be contributing to your bloating. These drugs are designed to reduce stomach acid, and while that can relieve burning sensations, it also interferes with digestion. Remember that stomach acid isn't just a nuisance, it's essential for breaking down food. When acid levels are too low, your stomach struggles to process meals, especially protein and fat. The result? Food sits longer, ferments, and produces gas. Then, there are medications used to control blood pressure, particularly calcium channel blockers. These drugs can slow down the muscles in your digestive tract, leading to constipation, slower bowel movements, and increased gas buildup. Some diabetes medications, like metformin, can also disrupt the gut, causing bloating, cramps, and loose stools. Even over-the-counter pain relievers, especially NSAIDs like ibuprofen, can irritate the lining of the stomach and intestines. Over time, this irritation can cause inflammation and make the gut more sensitive to food, even the healthy stuff. Add to that the fact that many seniors take multiple medications, and you have a recipe for digestive distress. So, if you're over 60 and on medication and feeling bloated more often than not, it's worth considering whether your treatment plan might be part of the problem. Don't stop taking any medication without talking to your doctor, but do bring up your symptoms. Sometimes small adjustments can make a big difference. Section 3. The real root. Low stomach acid, not too much. Here's the twist that surprises a lot of people. The real reason many seniors are bloated isn't because they have too much stomach acid, it's because they don't have enough. This may go completely against what you've been told for years, especially if you've dealt with acid reflux or heartburn. But the truth is, low stomach acid, also called hypochlorhydria, is one of the most common underdiagnosed causes of bloating in older adults. When stomach acid is low, food doesn't break down the way it's supposed to. Proteins, especially, sit in the stomach longer, undigested. That leads to fermentation, which creates excess gas and pressure. And because the acid signal isn't strong enough, the valve between the stomach and the small intestine doesn't open on time, keeping food trapped in the stomach. This delayed digestion not only causes bloating, it can also lead to nutrient deficiencies, especially in important minerals like magnesium, calcium, and iron. And if you're not absorbing what you eat, it can impact your energy, muscle health, and even your immune function. Many seniors are put on acid blockers without ever being tested for low acid. It's a frustrating cycle. You feel bloated, you take an antacid, and the problem only gets worse. If your bloating is worst after eating protein-rich meals, or if you often feel like food just sits in your stomach for hours, low acid could be the reason. Luckily, there are natural ways to restore balance, and we'll talk about those shortly. Section 4. The sneaky, healthy foods that bloat seniors. When you're trying to eat right after 60, it's easy to reach for what the food industry labels as healthy. Things like whole grains, high-fiber cereals, raw vegetables, and sugar-free snacks. But here's the catch. Some of these so-called health foods can be surprisingly tough on an aging digestive system. Let's talk about fiber. Yes, fiber is important, but not all fiber is created equal. Raw vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and kale are loaded with nutrients, but they're also high in insoluble fiber, which can be harsh on sensitive guts. If your digestive system is already struggling, these foods can lead to cramping, bloating, and even gas buildup. Then there's the issue of sugar substitutes. Many sugar-free products contain ingredients like sorbitol or xylitol, which are sugar alcohols. These don't digest well in the small intestine, so they travel to the colon where bacteria ferment them, causing gas, bloating, and discomfort. If you're snacking on sugar-free gum or treats, these could be a hidden trigger. Even beans and lentils, which are great sources of plant protein, contain natural compounds that can be hard to digest without adequate stomach acid and enzymes. The key here isn't to eliminate these foods completely, but to prepare them in ways that are easier on the gut, like cooking vegetables well, soaking beans, or slowly reintroducing fiber while supporting your digestive system. So, if you're eating all the right things and still feeling bloated, it might be time to look closer at how those foods are processed in your body, not just what they are on paper. Section 5. Gut bacteria, the forgotten piece of the puzzle. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, some good, some not so good. And together, they make up what's called your gut microbiome. This delicate ecosystem plays a huge role in digestion, mood, immunity, and yes, bloating. As you age, your microbiome changes. The diversity of good bacteria tends to decrease, especially if you've taken antibiotics, been under chronic stress, or haven't had a diet rich in fermented foods. When the balance of bacteria shifts, when the bad microbes outnumber the good, you can start to experience bloating, gas, irregular bowel movements, and even brain fog. What's more, harmful bacteria or yeast can begin to overgrow in the small intestine, a condition called SIBO, or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. This is more common in older adults than many realize, and it causes extreme bloating, especially after eating carbohydrates. It's like your gut is fermenting your food before it's even been absorbed, leaving you with a distended belly and lots of discomfort. Rebuilding your gut flora can be a powerful way to reduce bloating. This means introducing more probiotic-rich foods like kefir, plain yogurt, sauerkraut, or kimchi, and feeding those good bacteria with prebiotic foods like oats, garlic, or bananas. But you have to go slowly. For seniors, sudden changes in gut flora can make symptoms worse before they get better, so gentle adjustments are key. Section 6. Gentle lifestyle shifts that relieve bloating naturally. Now that we've uncovered the underlying reasons for bloating in seniors, let's talk about what you can do, starting today, to begin feeling better. Because bloating isn't something you have to live with. In many cases, it can be dramatically improved with small, consistent changes to your lifestyle. The first and perhaps most important shift is to slow down when you eat. As we age, chewing becomes even more critical. Digestion starts in the mouth, and thoroughly chewing your food gives your stomach a head start. It also allows your body to recognize fullness more accurately, which helps prevent overeating and the heavy, bloated feeling that follows. Next, consider walking after meals. Just a short, slow-paced walk, even for 10 or 15 minutes, can help your digestive system process food more efficiently. Gentle movement stimulates peristalsis, which is the wave-like motion of the intestines. This helps prevent food from sitting too long and fermenting in the gut. Another easy shift is to stop drinking large amounts of liquid with your meals. This habit may dilute stomach acid even further, making digestion harder. Instead, sip water throughout the day and keep it light during meals. You might also try a warm beverage like ginger tea after eating, which can help soothe the digestive tract and reduce bloating. Also, pay attention to stress. Yes, stress affects your stomach. The gut and brain are connected through the vagus nerve, and anxiety or tension can disrupt the entire digestive process. Gentle activities like stretching, breathing exercises, or calming music in the evening can work wonders on your gut, even if you don't feel stressed in the usual sense. These habits don't require any special equipment or expensive supplements, just consistency. And over time, they can transform the way your digestive system feels and functions. Section 7. Supporting a healthy gut after 60. As the body changes, so should your strategy for staying well. And that includes how you support your gut. If you're over 60 and dealing with regular bloating, your body may need a little extra help to maintain balance in the digestive system. This might mean taking a high-quality digestive enzyme with meals, especially those that are high in protein or fat. These enzymes can help your body break down food more completely, preventing it from sitting undigested in your gut. Many seniors who feel bloated after eating meat or dairy find quick relief with enzymes. But it's important to choose a product suited for older adults and start with a low dose to see how your body responds. You could also explore using a bitters formula or a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in water before meals. These gentle natural remedies can stimulate stomach acid production and support better digestion. But if you have ulcers or reflux, always speak to a healthcare professional before trying them. And don't forget probiotics. Whether through supplements or foods like kefir, miso, or plain Greek yogurt, restoring the balance of good bacteria in your gut is essential. But here's a tip. Probiotics work best when you also eat prebiotic foods. That means foods like leeks, onions, asparagus, and oats, all of which help your good gut bugs thrive. Hydration matters too. Seniors often drink less water than they need, and dehydration can slow digestion, worsen constipation, and increase bloating. Aim for small sips throughout the day rather than big gulps all at once. These supportive tools, when used gently and consistently, can give your gut the boost it needs to function more smoothly and help you feel lighter, clearer, and more comfortable. So, let's take a breath and remind ourselves that frequent bloating is not just a part of getting older. It's a signal, a sign that your body needs a little help adjusting to a new phase of life. And once you understand the real reasons behind it, from low stomach acid to medication side effects, hidden food triggers, and gut bacteria imbalances, you're in a position to take control. You don't need to suffer in silence. You don't need to keep blaming the broccoli or avoiding your favorite foods forever. With a few simple adjustments, chewing more mindfully, walking after meals, adding gentle supplements, and nurturing your gut with the right foods, you can give your digestive system the support it needs to work the way it's meant to. So, if you've been wondering why you're so frequently bloated and nothing seems to help, now you know. The answer might not be what you expected, but the solutions are real, practical, and absolutely within your reach. And if this video helped you understand your body a little better, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. We're building a space here where wisdom grows with age, and your gut, your heart, and your health all matter. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an episode, and share this with a friend who might be silently dealing with bloating too. Sometimes the right information at the right time can make all the difference. Take care of your gut, and it will take care of you, no matter your age.